As we said, there is a block spatial file which would buffer the data. As we can see, this is the first type. Then there is a second which is called as the character spatial files, which will be reading data in a C list. Each C list has a 64 characters and the counter and the pointer pointing to the next. We are talking about the second mode over here, which you can see. In either modes, we also have one more thing, that every 30 seconds the dirty blocks, that means blocks in which you have made changes, would be getting back on the disk and written permanently so that the data does not go off. Going further, these are some of the common structure directories which you will require or see in the Unix system. The bin is the binary folder which has all exe. Developer has the special files for IO management, basically to communicate with IO devices. We have etc, as the name suggests, has a malicious file which can be used as a supporting, as a source or other thing. Library has a series of libraries which can be used for reading, writing, operation, reading, as well as giving certain commands which will be used for operational purpose. And finally, the user. Even in today's Windows, we do share with multiple users in single PC, especially at home where we have a desktop. We may be having 3 or 4 accounts which belongs to 3 or 4 members of the family. Same way, in Unix also we can have different directory. Each user will have its own directory to work with, which will be dedicated or delegated to some else user whenever you are sharing certain thing. Just try to understand the thing. Now, by here, if you can look, / is called as the root. That is the topmost directory where you are in. You have the bin, dev, etc, lib, temp, and temp is for temporary files. As you can see in user, it is linking to 2 other sites. One is for the Fred, another is for Lisa. When Fred takes certain data from Lisa, the best option to do so is simply link this X factor into the data stored in Lisa. This happens obviously through the star topology kind of a thing, and then a direct access is granted, but the control still remains under the Unix for the security purpose. So you can link data and share it with anybody. Even devices can be shared the same way. Consider that diskette, which means in modern language hard disk drive. Suppose we want to install it in Unix, we cannot directly access a disk, we need to mount it off. How the mounting is done? We have a node which doesn't have any devices or responsibility of any devices. We'll be taking the device and connect it into, which will connecting it to B, and which will look something similar to this. Now all the hard disk drive and that data can be accessed via A, C and D through B via the top option. So basically it will look something like this. So in Unix, everything has a mounting capability, which is another way of saying the sharing. So that's exactly how Unix system is going to work. Unix also deals with the security phenomena. It handles synchronization, security with the locks. Although 2 types of lock exist, there is a shared lock and there is exclusive lock. Whenever you use a file, you lock it. One advancement they have done is, instead of locking the entire file, you will only lock a part of file which you intend to access. This improves the sharing ability and parallel access. If you have a shared lock, there can be multiple files which can have the same area in the shared lock. Let's try to see how it works. In the diagram, as you can see, A is getting a shared lock between 4 to 7. At the same time, B also gets a shared lock from 6 to 9, overlapping the 6 and the 7 part. Further, we can have a C which gets locked from 2nd to 11, sharing 2 common area thrice. This is possible. As an end result, there is a synchronization which is workable. Mind you guys, this only happened because we clearly said it's a shared lock. If it would have been an exclusive lock, then this right wouldn't have been given. So that's it for Unix file system. Hope everybody understood. Thank you very much.